Here we are, early game between Barangay Ginebra and Rain or Shine in the 2019 PPA Governor's Cup. Brownlee finding a cutting Scotty Thompson, and that just seemed way too easy for them, Coach. Just before we take a look at the slow motion, just first impressions, what happened there and it resulted in such an easy bucket for Barangay Ginebra?
What is important every time you go up against Barangay Ginebra is you try to make sure that they bleed for baskets because they're really efficient in terms of running their offense. They're a fantastic fast-breaking team. And if you give them an opportunity to run their half-court sets, you also have to look at their perpetual action, their movements. You know that Brownlee is a great basketball player. He cannot just look for his shots. He can also manufacture scoring opportunities for his teammates. And what about Scotty Thompson? Scotty Thompson, even if he does not have the ball, he has a good read on the kind of defense that you play against him, and usually he will pounce on it if you blink.
Well, let's take a look at the slow motion of that exact play now, just so we can have a better idea of where the defense failed here. Here you are, Scotty Thompson handing the ball over to L.A. Tenorio. Now, you can actually argue that at this point, the play that Ginebra initially planned to run was already botched.
It was a broken play. So what do you do is you make sure that you give it to your best guy, and that is the import, who seemed like has a huge advantage against his defender. But look at the weak side once again. So after L.A. Tenorio made the pass to Brownlee, JB did not even look at the rim. He was actually looking at the weak side. So again, this is one play wherein you go up against Barangay Ginebra, you try to defend Scotty Thompson, you cannot close your eyes because he will always pounce on your defensive laps.
Let's take a look at the board here, Coach. As you mentioned, L.A. Tenorio giving the ball here to Justin Brownlee. Greg Slaughter does set a pick here, but largely ineffective. Doesn't really take away the man of Scotty Thompson.
That is correct. So now we're going to take a look at the defense because I felt like this is an ordinary play run by Barangay Ginebra. But Rain or Shine could have gotten a better job defending this set if they just went to their respective spots. This guy is guarding LA. So what do? You are 6'7", you have the athleticism to just go back if the pass is given here. So Alexander should have situated himself somewhere here. Because if the pass is given to the ball, then he has that speed to go back. Now, this is Scotty. This is Greg. So Greg sets a screen, but it was not really a good screen because it hit nothing but air. But Nambatak slowed down a little bit. He did not cut the angle of Scotty Thompson, who was cutting strong to the basket. And as a result, JB passed the ball to Scotty. He was left behind. Even the help side defender was also late. And as a result, easy basket for Scotty Thompson. So the best situation there would have been the man of Slaughter should have spaced himself right here. This one should have cut the angle of Scotty just to make sure that the defense is stronger and you're not going to allow an easy basket because that is where Ginebra is at their best if they score on a high percentage shot.
Well, Coach, you mentioned that the ideal would have been a switch there. That would have been Norbert Torres instead of Nambata guarding Scotty. But had the switch been made, would you not be concerned about the difference of size between Slaughter and Nambata?
The switch is actually an emergency case. But what is important is you could have gotten this. If I were Nambata, don't let Scotty get to a spot wherein you're forced to switch. So you have to stop him at a spot wherein he's not going to be a threat. You have a very good point wherein if Slaughter dives to the basket, then you might need a bigger defender against him. That's good. But again, since this one was wide open, this one was late, the result was an easy basket for Barangay Ginebra.
Let's take a look at the replay one more time just to get a better idea of all the points that we just talked about. There it is once again. L.A. Tenorio finding Justin Brownlee. And when Justin Brownlee gets that, you mentioned, Coach, he doesn't even look at the basket. Take a look at that. Looking for his teammates instead. Find the cutting Scotty Thompson. The defense not there. Able to stop him. Scotty Thompson a step ahead. Scotty Thompson with the bucket.